guys, Rick Shaw here. It's the 6th of May. Our roosters are back, and we got a really just a nice clear day. It's breezy. It's just, this place is just very breezy. It almost makes me wished I'd have never put the air conditioner holes up. Honest, I don't think I certainly don't need them. My wife wants a fan. We got to get yet. But we got the guys came here. They're going to be ripping concrete up down there. They already started under there. They went to run a snake in there yesterday in the drain, and pieces of the pipe were coming out. The orange thin wall garbage that they use here. So it broke. So they got to do that. So they're going to be smashing concrete up a brand new house, and we got smashed concrete already, which to me just sucks. I don't know why they don't go with a Schedule 40 or Schedule 80 in the first place. They're supposed to be a premier builder here, so that's not good. I actually saw a house down here that the first one of the first ones built. I never really looked at it before, but I went up for a little hike and I took a real good look at it. It's crappy. It just looks crappy. It already looks really old. It already looks like it's 15 years old. So this is kind of what we got. I don't think they're that fantastic of a builder, but we're happy we're in, though. You know, we're I have to say that we're real happy that we're finally in. I'm glad I got some stuff up that just is things that I've always done. That's my mother and my father. That's made out of a nice piece of boilerplate, cut out and made, and it was copied off a picture of my mother and father when they were dancing. They were facing each other, dancing on the dance floor back in after World War II. They were celebrating, and my father was healing up from a horrible wound that he had, but he was still able to dance. So that was them that made a copy of. But got a lot of things up that are, you know, my cool stuff that I had. This was one thing. It was RMJ hatchet that they send over to the war fighters, and I had a friend that was over there in Afghanistan, and if you order the thing, they take a year or two to get to you. But if you send them to a war, those are the first ones that go out. If you send them to a war fighter, so I sent it to him, and never heard anything. Well, a year and a half later, I got it back. It came to me, and I'm like, well, you know, I called up the company. Why did you send it to me? And I hadn't heard anything about him. You know, I lost contact with his mom, and I know his father had passed and they moved, so the phone changed. They weren't cell phone people back then. You know, it was just lost track. And then the guy from RMJ got back with me and said it wasn't delivered because he was deceased. He got killed over there, so they sent it back to me. That's something, memory for a buddy. But we're getting it done. Last night late, I made myself a bunch of poisons. We went out and bought these really nice plastic containers, good ones, and I got them set up in the four corners right now. They're really going after the bait. You can see them carrying pieces away. So they're going to take it to their nest. I am going to get a bunch more of that borax, and I'm going to go ahead and salt the area with it. Make big piles of it. I can just dump it on the ground, but things are working out really good here. With even though, you know, if you look at this is a really tiny kitchen. But last night, you know, the other day, I told my wife, she knows when I'm in the kitchen that I like to be just there. So, you know, the dish rack that I bought, I had months to decide what I was going to get, because we made a little area, how big it was going to be. We had the drawing of what it was going to be, so I was trying to do everything to make things not in the way. You know, we thought it down. So it's like here, I put the cabinets up so I'm not going to bump my head. I gave myself a couple inches, 82 inches. This one I made a little bit higher because, I'm going to be striding through here. I'm going to be striding through this area. So I had to put this one a little bit higher. I love this. I got this in last night. That was so cool. I'm just ecstatic, and I thank the good Lord we're finally in. We put our yellow, I hope you can see that, we put our yellow bug lights in, mosquito lights. It's working really great. My wife she didn't understand that upstairs we have them up there too for the balcony. And she had to have the window open because we don't have a fan up there yet. But we have them down here, and we have them up there. And I said, sweetie, turn them on because they don't like that light. So that came on, and we didn't have any mosquitoes in the room. Now, the mosquitoes here, compared to where we used to live, when we lived GMA Carmona, those mosquitoes like American food. If I go to my buddy Ronald's house, I'm not kidding you, I got 15 or 20 of them around dusk. I have to go inside the house by a big fan. I'm not kidding you. They attack the crap out of me. But don't bother those guys, my wife or Ronald or his wife. Maybe they'll get one on them, something like that. But now, how the worm has turned. Now we're out here in Batangas. These mosquitoes won't touch me. They won't bother me at all. They don't like American food. They like Filipino food. They're more province mosquitoes because my wife is getting chowed on. They're chowing the crap out of her. So I promised her this morning, her and Mom are out for a walk. I promised her I'm going to go ahead and get the nice fan for her. We got a guy coming Sunday, stainless steel dude. And we're going to, the big hole up there for that air conditioner, our air conditioner is a little smaller. I want him to make a flange and a rack that slides out. I don't want these air conditioners ever falling out on the ground and smashing one of the children. So I want him to make a stainless steel flange that'll slide in, and I'll anchor it to the wall, and then our air conditioners will fit tight to those with a basket in the back. And I want it stainless so we don't have rust streaks. Good morning.
Good morning, Dad.
Okay. There's one of our workers. How'd you like the spaghetti?
Very delicious.
That's good. Okay.
My plate.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, you betcha. So we made the spaghetti last night, and we gave the worker guys that come around some. It was absolutely fantastic spaghetti. It was so good. I actually ate a couple plates, and I bought my wife. I bought my little sweetie a vodka lemonade, and I had myself a beer. I got to watch this stuff. I can't drink too much because the gluten in it messes me up. But I don't feel worse for wear. And when it comes to drinking beer, I've always been a cheap date anyway. I did get this, so when our buddy Tropical Tim comes, we'll have this cleared out a little bit. We got a nice opener there for his beer, so when he comes. I actually, as tribute to him, I had over a couple days, I had a couple of those Grande. They actually taste better here. I noticed something. I remember when I was young, I was working in the Pittsburgh area, and that state has, you can't go into a store and buy alcohol. You have to go to a liquor-controlled store, a special store, and they're closed. By the time you get off work, they close. They got these certain hours. So you would have to go into a bar, which I don't like to go into bars or anything, but that's where you had to go if you wanted to get some beer to carry out. And so after work, go into the bar, and I like Stroh's beer. It's one of my favorites. And the Pittsburgh area, every bar had Stroh's. You went in there, Stroh's, everyone. Well, then I had a brother lived over in Philly, and he said, "Hey, I need some help with some work over here. I'm doing a redo of a house. Could you come and do the electrical?" And I said, "Sure, I'll come out." And over in Philly, that's big pay. Big pay. I mean, when I put the bid in, they couldn't believe how low it was, and I was just making a huge amount on this. I think I worked out there for 2 weeks, and I cleared $8,000, which back then, this is back in the late 90s. But when we got out there, it's statewide, this liquor control board place, and you had to go to a bar. Over there, everything was Budweiser. You couldn't find a Stroh's to save your life. And what I'm starting to see in this area, where I used to live in Carmona, it's Red Horse. You see guys sitting out, they're all drinking Red Horse. I have never seen where the guys are sitting around the table having a drinking party with San Mig. It's always Red Horse bottles and MP Light. Well, you come out this way, it's the other way around. If the guys are sitting around with these, you know, they're sitting around with those, drinking them. And even in the stores, yeah, they have Red Horse, but not like these. You'll see 20 of these on the shelf and a couple Red Horse. Whereas you go to where we used to live, it was like 20 of the Red Horse, and most of the time you couldn't even find the San Mig Light. A lot of stores didn't even sell it. And when you go to the Sorry stores here, they don't have the Red Horse. You just can't find it. So, you know, it's just funny. You know, how certain areas change. And I'm glad the Mosquitoes, you know, my wife, she used to always tease me about the Mosquitoes. Well, the worm has turned. But we were looking at this place across the street. The guy's renting it, that first little house right there. We called for our friend, and they want $15,000. But she has a brother who's a little bit, he had a stroke, and he's messed up. And then her mom seems to be in pretty good shape, but she's up there. You know, she's up there. She's in her 60s, and stairs. You know, no bedroom downstairs, so it's kind of tough for them. But yesterday when we were at the furniture store, we found the most perfect couch. It was absolutely fantastic, and the problem with it was, it would fit perfect in here. This is where we want it. But I have from that wall to here, I have 58 inches. And 58 inches here to here. 58 and a half inches to here. The couch was 59. And it was the perfect one. It had that long piece. It had a lift-up storage lid so you can put your bed sheets and stuff in there if you got company. And then the thing folded out. It lifted up and out, and it made a platform so you had like a full size, about a full size mattress. So if we have company, there's a place to sleep. You know. But it was 1 inch too long, and then the place, they were saying, "Oh, we custom make, you know, we make this stuff. You know, our company makes this." And I says, "Oh, great!" And they discounted it. They started out, it was $33,000. They said, "Oh, but if you buy it today, it's $23,000." I says, "Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the money. Give me this thing, but make it an inch shorter. Make it 58, right?" Because it's custom. They said we can custom make it to whatever size you want. And they had lots of nice furniture in this store. It was an old time store. And then when we went into the back of the store, they had this royalty type furniture. I was looking at this chair. It looked like a queen's chair from England. Absolutely one of the most beautiful chairs I've ever seen. It was fantastic, and it was like $112,000 for this one chair, and it was a set. So, but. No, they couldn't lower it by an inch. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go this morning. There's the girls. They got their walk-in. You got your stick, huh? Good. The girls are walking. I'm glad my sweetie's out walking with her mom. I hope that down the road, Mama's getting up there, and I hope that she'll decide to come stay here. You know, because if something happens to her and she goes down, you know, and we're really far away, you know, it's going to be tough to try and help out. And Mom and I can't really talk too much because my Tagalog sucks. and her English ain't much better. But I love the woman. There's no doubt about it. She's gold. She's just a real sweetheart. But the thing that happens to me, and this is really bad. A lot of times, I mistake her for Faye because they're so much alike, body shape. You know what I mean? She was hanging clothes the other day, and I walked over, and of course she had some clothes were in front of her face, and I was saying, "Oh, sweetie, I'm talking to my wife," and it was Mama. She just grins. She just grins at me. But kids are still sleeping. Well, they're sleeping late. It's 7. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock, I think. We got up. My sweetie, they're all walking over there. I like this last night. 2 nights in a row, I've noticed the security guards walk this. They walk this whole area with their flashlights, and they're looking around. I am going to go up today and talk to the management about these dogs. My buddy Mike sent me a thing on the laws of the dogs if you don't keep your dog confined. The fines, and I'm gonna push this issue. I'm not gonna have my kids getting their face chewed off. I had a friend this was when I was very young, and he had this beautiful little boy, and him and his wife doted over this little boy. They just loved him to death, and they were over at some people's house, friends of theirs, and the neighbor's dog got loose and took offense to this boy. I don't know, because he had poop in his diaper and the dog didn't like the smell. Nobody knows what happened, but I'm not kidding you. It chewed the kid's face off, and he is mangled. They did, I think they did 7 separate surgeries on his face. And to this day, now this boy is already 30 something. I was back in 2016, and I seen him, and it was still the saddest thing you've ever seen. He's messed up. His whole life was transformed because he's not going to get the wife that he should have had, and the job he should have had, and all the things he should have. His shoulda, coulda, wouldas were gone because of a stinking frickin' dog. And these things, I got them in spades here, just like my last house. And I'm pushing this issue. People say, "Oh, well, you're a foreigner. You're coming here. You're trying to change everything." Hey, jack-offs that come and hit me on this channel about stupid stuff. I'm tired of you. This is not right. I don't give a damn what anyone says. This is your own law. I read the entire law on the dogs here. It's your law, not mine. And then I had some jack-off say that Americans come and complain. "Oh, you don't like this." Well, you know something? You would like to have a house that doesn't have a drain that works? How would you like to go into the store? I forget your name it's in the comments. I forget who the heck you were. So this is my rant time, buddy. So I'm going to tell you what. You go to the store and you have a $25 bill. That's what it costs you to buy your stuff, and you give them $30 and they don't give you change. Is that okay with you? Jack off, you big jerk. Hey, no, you're going to complain. Don't come in here and say Americans complain. I want what I pay for. I want what's right. So don't give me your crap. You guys in there, you can see the comments on who left this comment. I forget his stinking name who left that. But when I pay for something, I want something that's right. And there's you guys got the laws here. I have them. I have all the laws here on how things are supposed to be. And you guys, one thing I do have to honestly say, something I've noticed, and you expats when you come here, when you come to the Philippines, you're going to see that the laws get broken because they're not enforced. They're just not enforced here. They don't push it. Like the other day when we saw the people throw the garbage out on the street. That's illegal. That's a law against that. But the enforcer, he didn't care. So, but the sweeties are back. We're going to be working on breakfast. So, Mama's got her, look at that. You got your dog stick? See? Even she's got to carry a dog stick. That kind of sucks, but that's the way it goes. I'm told that they're gonna move this stuff here pretty soon. Today, maybe. I hope so. I'd like to see that. Right in that little crack down at the bottom, about center camera, I saw a big rat go in there. His tracks were even in the sand. where he scurried in the hole. So they got to clear that out. That's just ridiculous. But I thank the good Lord we're finally in, even though they're going to be smashing concrete now and all that stuff. We got I found another screen up in the upstairs shower that it actually was like corroded. It looked like it was just corroded and rusted. I'd never seen anybody in a water fixture put a screen that would rust, and the shower head thing was plugged. So, I took all that out, and I'm using the shower upstairs now without a shower head, just a pipe coming out, just so I could rinse my hair off. The hot water is intermittent because it has to have a certain amount of flow for the Insta-Hot to work, and it's not working. It's not working properly. We'll get scalded and then cold because it shuts itself off. So this is just what we're dealing with. But hey, we're in the Philippines. We gotta make do. You're not going to get guys that are coming here. You're not going to get Western style anything. Forget it. Just completely forget it. Suck it up and take it, because this is a developing nation, and you're just not going to get this. You're just not going to get things done properly. It's not going to happen. You're going to get crap. This place right here, just for an example, I had asked make sure I had a ground in my panel, and up on that transformer up there, there's a place for the ground. And here you go. Look here. They never ran a ground inside the house. There's the little ground bar. They didn't do any of that stuff. So, it just got forgot. He's that silly American asking for something that we don't want to put in there for him. This is what you get. This is you're going to get this, and they're going to just say, oh well, so, and they're going to shrug their shoulders and blah blah blah. This is what they're going to do. Somebody said on the comments that I had complained about the plumber, and they said they complained about somebody, and the guy threw concrete in his pipe. So they get butthurt here. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know, but all I know is when they were pulling that out, there was chips of thin wall plastic coming out. They did bring the covers. They watched these videos, these Demeterland people, I believe, because when they came, they brought the covers, because I had said, wow, why didn't they even give me a stupid cover for this stuff? And it's on their goods. Keep the debris out of these valves and drains. This, if water starts pushing up, this will knock off. But at least they got that. And but just remember, we run a very fine charity here. We're feeding the ants. We got. I want to get signs, and maybe we'll start taking donations on Feed the Ants. Send me a quarter of a peso so I can buy some more borax. And we're gonna save the Filipino ants. We're gonna feed them lots of borax. There's another one. There's the one in the front. They're in there. You can see there's not a major trail going to it. But these type of ants, they don't throw the big trails like they're scattered trails compared to the ants we had at the other place. But this is getting kind of long. I'm rambling, I guess, this morning. But you guys all take care. Thank the good Lord for every breath. We're all really happy that we're in. No matter all the different trials that we're going through, we are in, and we're making it a home. We got lots of things to do yet, but I'm really surprised we got so much done already. So, and my back this morning, it's feeling better than it has in a month. I know as I walk and do stuff, it's going to wear down again today. I'm getting a lot of pain in the glutes and the leg, especially the left leg. But I'm not doing anything to hurt myself. Hope I can get my extension ladder today so I can get that beautiful light. We bought the most beautiful light for the stairway, and I'm looking forward to getting that up. It's going to be really pretty. So, but this side, we're going to lose all this view here. When they build the new house, from looking at the other houses, Not these ones, but the ones over there. They're going to build the neighbor's wall right here. So this will be completely closed off with the firewall, they call it. So we'll see how that goes. But don't forget to pray for each other. And don't mean to get too much on you guys who say I'm some kind of big complainer. This ain't for you. I think you're a Filipino. This is not for you. This is for expats coming here so they can know what's happening. If I was in my own country and was having a house built and ran into this stuff, I'd be raising holy hell, just as you would. Just as you would. When you pay for something, you need to get what you pay for. Not some kind of baloney, oh, sorry, sir. That crap. I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. So this is going to be Rickshaw out.